You will remember the longest day that you live. This is a trick that everybody has been talking about. I absolutely guarantee it's going to blow you away. Okay, everybody, keep your eye on the birdie. Everybody say hi to Lady. And good afternoon, welcome to our show. Well, thank you. My name is Belmont. Magic is my game, and we're going to have some fun together today as I perform a few feats of prestidigitation or legerdemain, that's magic, that defy all the known laws of nature and physics. But before I go any further, I want to take a minute to introduce you to one of the stars of our show. This is Lady. Lady joined us just about a year ago. They found her. She apparently had lost her family. Somehow she got separated from them, and she wound up laying out on an interstate highway at a rest stop. She was down to half her weight. She was very sick, and we were lucky enough that she chose us to rescue her when we went to the shelter. She has turned into just the nicest little dog. We like to take a minute at the start of the show to tell everybody her story, to encourage all of you, if you're thinking about getting a pet, go down the shelter first. There's lots of other little creatures just like Lady waiting for a good home. Let's hear it for Lady. Well, thank you so much for coming to see our show today. I have loved magic. I was about your age when I started. I was about 10 years old. My sister took me to see a great magician by the name of Blackstone. And Mr. Blackstone did all kinds of big, spectacular magic, and then he did some things with ropes and that sort of thing. And I decided the next day I would go to the library, I would get out a book on magic, and I would learn his trick. So I went to the library, got out a book on magic. I did not learn his trick. But I was hooked on magic. And my favorite kind of magic is still the kind of magic where I get a chance to get right up close to the audience and do something absolutely right in the middle of everybody. So I'm going to do a little mystery for you folks that uses a few pieces of rope. It's got a long piece of rope. I'm going to ask this young man if he'd be kind enough to check that for me. I have a medium-length piece of rope. I'm going to ask that young lady if she'd check that for me. And I have a short piece of rope. I'm going to ask this short person if he'd check that one for me. Make sure they don't stretch, they're not elastic, they don't have chemicals on them, nothing odd or peculiar about them at all. They're just what I said they are, just a few pieces of rope. Thank you very much, young man. Thank you very much, young lady. Thank you very much, short person. Now, the idea is to take these three unequal pieces of rope, and right here in the middle of the whole audience, with you folks on all sides of me, to somehow change it. That's right. I am about to magish, totally surrounded. Now watch. We're going to take that short piece of rope, pull it up and make it equal to itself. Fair? Fair. Next, we're going to take the medium-length piece of rope and do the same thing with that. Fair? Fair. Okay. And finally, the same thing with the long piece. Now watch this, a mere snap of the magician's fingers, and ma'am, you won't believe your eyes, as I magically distort the molecular structure of the rope, transforming those three unequal pieces of rope into, son of a gun, your eyes don't deceive you, sir. 1, 2, 3 equal pieces of rope. Well, thank you. Now some folks say, how do you do that? That's magical. Well, yes it is, you see. Some folks were watching very closely. Thank you. Especially those of you way in the back there, yeah, the cheaper seat. And what they realize is what I actually have is nothing more, folks, than a short piece of rope, a medium-length piece of rope, and a long piece of rope. And I thank you.